Alright, welcome back. And welcome me back. This is, my first time back since my lovely quote-unquote vacation that I didn't actually go on, because I just had a 4-day weekend at work instead. But basically what happened was, I had a flight, and to get to exactly where I wanted to be, instead of flying into a larger town and driving to my parents' house, I wanted to fly closer, like within 40 miles. So I was like, oh, there's this flight from United that goes right there. The problem is, if you don't know, some advice is, do not fly with United, no matter how much more it costs, no matter how out of whack the timing is, because United is like a roulette, where sometimes you win a flight to where you want to go. And I did not win, because if you don't know, July 4th, they were having some issues, and apparently that also meant the lines were going slow. So there were two lines. I didn't know what the two lines meant. I checked in, got my ticket, but I had a checked bag that I wanted to check in. Let's lower this volume. And so there were two lines. I didn't know what they were, but one was big and one was small. And so I was like, oh, I guess the big line is probably just for, like, everybody, and the small line's like some sort of luxury thing. So I got in line, and the lines were moving insanely slow. It was like 10 minutes per person. So I was about 40 minutes, or it was probably like half an hour in the line. And then someone in the front of the other line was like, oh, they got up to the front. They're like, hey, I need to reschedule something. And then they're like, nope, you got in the wrong line. Go to the back of the other one. And then they announced, like, oh yeah, by the way, this little line is for people checking in. This other line is for everything else. And I was like, well, already at this point, because, if you go to an airport, you go 2 hours early, just in case security takes long. You don't anticipate that the line to get your bag or to check in is also going to be, an hour and a half, because I was like, well, if I switch lines, because I was thinking now, like, does checking my bag count as checking in, which would mean I'm in the wrong line, or is it part of everything else? Because I checked in at the kiosk, like I got my boarding pass and everything. I just needed to check in my bag that I already paid for. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna stick in here, because either way, if I get out of line now, the other line is also going to take about like an hour to get to the front of, so I would just miss my flight regardless. And sure enough, I got to the front of the line after half an hour, so it was like basically like an hour and 10 minutes I was at the airport just waiting in line. And I was like, hey, can I check in my bag here? And he's like, nope, you're on the wrong line. I was like, okay. And so because United was fucking up so much stuff, they were giving they were giving complete refunds with no fees, except it's credit. So now I just have a bunch of United, I have like $600 of United Airline credit, and plus they waive the difference in charge if I'm going to the same destination within like the next year. And it's like, I mean, thank you for just taking my money and giving me permission to roll again on the roulette. Hopefully next time it comes up black, I guess. But anyway, this is not the ramble about my vacation ruined by United Airlines. This is the whatever it is. Where's my stuff? Where's my tasks for today? I'm still working on side quest stuff, but I got one almost written for Captain Redford. It goes crazy now. But anyway, I want a few things. So let's just do, I guess, all of these little things. Health pickups would actually be kind of big. I also need, like, water footsteps. And sand footsteps. And then probably just some sort of, like, placeholder. Which will probably just be the same as the rock. But okay, that's all good. So let's start with, I guess, this one. Save and quit. So we need, so on that context reply, item dialog item. Let's also add the button. Oh, wait, maybe I should add the, for C in list. What if I did for I in list dot size, and then we did, var C equals, I. So this is a context. What is this actually? Oh, I guess it's a dialog item. So let's do like I. And then let's do like index int. There we go. I'm drinking Diet Coke, and I realize that Diet Coke is disgusting. But if I'm gonna... But I'm trying to watch my sugar, because just sugar in general. Like, it makes my bones hurt to drink soda, I've found. It's like a weird thing. But anyway, what I can do is, I guess I can start a new game. I can do item capacitor. And then we can speed run the intro of the game. I guess it's not really a speed run. Well, that would be a pretty wacky speed run if you could just use the dev console, like if that was just allowed. I think you could probably get pretty quick. All right, let's... You know, speedruns for this game could be pretty fast if I keep that button as well. Actually, I've been thinking. So I have two buttons now that sort of allow the player to skip through stuff. One is the button to skip to next choice, but the other is the exit button. But currently, there's still a pretty strong risk with the exit button of soft locking the game, and there's not much utility to it that isn't given by skip to next choice, with the difference being that skip to next choice actually, like, applies all of the effects. Because it runs each of the dialogue options and all of the scripts associated with them, it just automatically skips to the next one as well, until it's a reply. So I don't know where skip to next choice would be, like, what you want. But okay. So... Okay. So here's what I'm doing. This. Not quite. Oh, maybe I can do erase? Wait, what? Oh, I need to do, let's do, like, for key. Context in... You know what? I think I have a better idea. I'm just going to do a linear search. Because there's not going to be so many replies. And that way I don't have to pass around all these variables and stuff. So let's just get that back to where it was. Let's go back to my dialog viewer. So let's just close all that. Use context fly. Show context reply. Let's do for L or list in text replies. For I in. Wait. Values. In list.size if list I equals item. How do I remove a thing from an array? Erase. Let's just do like because what I should do here is I can just return. That way I don't need to track anything. In fact, I can even do return true, return false. And then if not remove item, Yep, that seems good. Oh. I in loaded version.size if size not equal to 3. What? Oh, it's because it's not a pool string array. So this needs to be... Because I basically added a thing. Let's just make the version in the save game a pool string array. So I'm going to do... So let's do... Actually, let's just do var version... I wish they were like structs. I mean, I guess I could just make a class. Yeah, let's just add a new script. It'll be a... Okay, so version. And let's just do 0 here. Okay. So that gets me this. So let's do like a function compatible. Right hand side will also be, so this is also a game version, but because of Godot's class system, I can't actually reference it or like type hint here. Like I can't do like, because that's a circular definition. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I can do it. Interesting. Okay. If less than so basically this will warn the player, because I'm going to be adjusting the save format, and if I release multiple demos and the player plays multiple demos and keeps the same save, I should warn them if they can't load the game with it, or I should at least track what version they're using. Because this is going to be 0.1.0. And everything previous to this will just be 0.0.0. Elif, sure, equals 0 if minor not equal to right hand side dot minor. And I guess I don't need this. And I can just do and. Game version, major, B minor, B patch. And let's make a little function to string. I guess it'll be 01D. And I don't think, well, actually, I guess it would still print 0 anyway, so this doesn't do much for me. So I could just do present D. Pretty sure. I guess, pretty sure that's fine. Okay, cool. Because I can't export a version. Because you can't export custom types. And I can't subtype it with my custom hints. So, okay, let's do load the game. So does this work? Yeah, that works. And this doesn't work. And let's do... So this here... I don't need to do any of this stuff because what I'm going to do instead is, for now, it's just going to be if game state.version equals no. It'll just be a 0 version. And then if not compatible with version, print debug. Actually, I don't need the V because I can just add that to the version string. And then I can do version. So game state.version version. So this will now warn us if we've loaded a game that is not of the correct version. And eventually I'm going to have multiple saves. And I'll even have things like minor versions. Or patch versions, etc. Because I think... Well, I've been weighing it over. And... Because, you know, a lot of people who do the YouTube stuff will also fund their development with Patreon. I'm still on the fence about doing that, because that could make it just not fun to deal with this. Because, you know, then basically a lot of the work would become managing a Patreon rather than making the game. And I still have a full-time job as well. Let's see, copy as backup. Oh yeah, that's fine. I don't care about that. But yeah. If I do that, then I would have more frequent releases, because, I would have probably like weekly or semi-weekly builds. Let's see. And then people otherwise would get just the minor versions, essentially, and everyone else would, or the Patreon backers would get the patched version. So what is this? A version. So let's do P. Do I need that? What else was I looking for? Does this do everything that I needed to do? Let's just check. Non-existent function compatible on base string. Oh, okay. Let's do if not game state.version is... Oh, I did the wrong thing. Warning. Version loaded, resource... Oh, come on. No fun allowed. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe... Ah, override method 2 string. Okay. That's how it works. I guess technically this will be the first incompatible change. I mean, not really. Yeah, let's bike shed this. Let's make sure that I'm upholding Semver with the internal pack with my internal single user changes. I think that's an excellent use of time. Okay. This means that now there's a little version. So if I save and quit, hopefully that won't break anything. Let's do app data. Godot. User data at the ends of eras. Let's see where the version is. Sub-resource 101. Is it like this? Oh wait, it's right here. A little more verbose than I wanted. That was why I wanted like some sort of struct system or like tuples. So that way I didn't have to do all the preamble of like making my own class file and then having like a sub-resource in here. Also, I'm seeing that the resource did not save its version. Oh, I bet it's because... Okay, I just realized why. Save sync p state dot version equals version. Because we loaded the game, we didn't create a new game. So once you save the game again, it should actually properly save the version. It didn't. I guess let's do like that version. I mean, I guess it's gonna be and I bet I don't need this anymore. And it might not be corrupted, it may get corrupted. There we go. So yeah, upon loading, it then sets the version to what it's supposed to be. Of course, in reality, if the version, if the versions were incompatible, there's going to be a lot of, like, mostly it's just going to be, like, empty things that used to be full, or stats that are no longer being read. Because the reason I was thinking about this was, I used to have these coats in a different order. So instead of this, like this, these were, and these were a different format. They were, instead of, like, this format, they were, like, the entire path from the root node to the body's name. And now it's just the name and a hash of the path. So that way they're unique. But most of the time I don't really care. Like, because a combination of the name and path should almost certainly not collide. But that way, you know, because it was getting a lot of, like, there's a lot of these. And it was getting to the point where, like, you know, there's like a huge wall of text. Kilobytes of data. Anyway. That's all fine and good. Let's see, do I want... I might also want these to be different as well. So instead of like this, it'd be the same, you know, the same sorting as this. And also I did the same thing with these. So that way, you know, things should be a little bit more sorted by category, so that way they're a bit more human readable, even though these don't matter that much. But whatever. Why is this like that? Ah, well, that's fine. Okay, that seems good. Was that even on the to-do list? Oh, that was for demo V3. So yeah, demo V3 is going to come October 31st. And I don't know what's going to go in there. I just want like these sort of arbitrary milestones, you know, like once every like 3 months or so. Or I guess like 2.5 or whatever it is. Okay. But enough of that nonsense. We actually need to... Did I even remove... Okay. Let's get back on track. About 20 minutes ago... No, like like 20 minutes ago, I implemented removing context replies when you actually use them. And that was the thing that we were going to do. Also, I need to figure out why the reply buttons are white in there. Okay, now let's make sure. Okay, and now we're gonna go through. Yeah, so I can make these like arbitrarily deep because they're like function calls. Also, I'm gonna add here. Let's make it so that when you use these custom replies, so where is that? Is that in UI? Subtly highlight for contextual replies, maybe indicate it. So yeah, it's gonna be like threading. The main thing that I'm going to do, so basically it's to make it so that it's less confusing what's happening here, where the dialogue sort of like, he has this anyway, and then it's like, anyway, ... and then he continues on the main thread of dialogue, but it's easy for that, so like if I do this here, you know, he's going to have his thing, and then anyway, and then I reply, or the player replies. And so that could be a little confusing, so I just want to indicate that it's like, okay, your little aside that you brought up has ended, and now we're just sinking back into the main flow of dialogue. And it's going to, you know, and I'll still try to write it in such a way that it makes sense, but, you know, as like a, you know, one of those like, you know, as I was saying, sorts of things that games do. But I'm not going to sweat it too much. Let's see, so the important thing is that that didn't work. Also, I should probably just... I know that I like to show off my convert text or convert numbers to text thing, but I should probably just not have this here. Or I should probably just write it out as a clock. Oh well. Let's actually go through to my contextual replies. Let's do... So I bet what it is, actually. Go back to the dialog viewer. Remove. Text reply. So I bet it's because these have to be like keys. Key. So like that it's like copy on write stuff. So let's do contextual replies key. Because I think it was actually removing them properly, but it was just not, Oh, right. I thought that there was something weird. It's because I exited out of the dialogue, and so it's picking up at the earliest point that it could. Or it's picking up wherever it was appropriate, because we already did the introduction now. And then, still not... Dang it. Okay, hang on. Remove context reply. Is that not being done? So... What's the item? 811. So, it might be duplicated. Maybe that's the issue. Oh, wait. Whoops. I'm in Visual Studio mode. Pressing F5 to advance to the next thing. Which actually was the wrong thing anyway, but... Okay, so he explains that. Now we go. Alright, let's see how these look in here. Contextual replies is a dictionary, has one thing, one item, 18001. So if that equals that, dot key dot remove. So it's still here. It did not remove it. What does that mean? Hang on. Remove the first value. Oh, it's the value. God damn it. Well, can I erase it by index? Oh, it's... God damn it. Of course, I should have known. Who doesn't know the difference between erase and remove is that one uses the index and the other uses the value? You know, how foolish of me. Alright. Let's just F12 through that. Okay, good. It could actually be quite difficult to make this work with the, Oh, I bet I could make it work. To have the little, like, threaded thing. Because I'm sure you could understand what I'm saying, but... It would be like Like, let's say this is the dialog box. Then, for a contextual reply, it would add a little line, and it'd be like, you know? So this would be the little aside. And so that would clearly, and there'd just be a little line, and it would just be a little box that fills up with stuff. So that could be, the tricky part would be figuring out when the player has exited, because, or I guess just marking that context in the reviewer, because it doesn't keep track of that stuff. And then there could be asides within asides. I'll figure that out later. That'll be demo V3, actually. Need nested stuff. Oh yeah, the full visual rework would be... That would be fine. Okay. Contextual replies after selecting them. Exit minigame in the pause menu. So this is specifically for the one quest where you have a minigame where you don't, where it doesn't fail when you reset because it's too complicated. Or because it's split up into little segments that have checkpoints within them. Oh. 137. And I also need to build out this place a little bit more. But I'll do that soon. Because I'm thinking, like, this guy in here, he's funny. So I think he and Jackie could get into more, I don't know, disagreements or whatever. Okay, so now we have our quest. Alright, I need to make sure that that dialogue is all set up. Oh yeah, and I need to texture this thing still. Because it's eventually going to have a bunch of carvings on it. And where'd the guy go? There's a little person who's supposed to stand out here and explain it to you. Genuinely, where did they go? It's weird. And I need an easier way to get up here that has some actual, like, platforming involved. Other than, you know, doing 2 high jumps in a row. What am I doing? Right. Let's pause this. Let's set up the game code first. Or I guess, let's go to the pause menu. I guess it'd be the options menu. So let's do button. Oh. Oh, reload. Yeah, that's fine. So this will only show up when the player is actually inside a minigame. So if and then we'll do if active. Oh yeah, also I should go through everything because I set it all to use this visibility changed, even though now I'm realizing, well, I guess in some cases it is really truly always related. Like in this case, when this comes visible, it always should go back to this. So I guess that's fine. And let's do like exit minigame dot visible equals custom games dot active game. Nice, that classic technique. Did I save? I guess the game is saved. Huh, why is... Oh well. Alright, cool stuff. Let's get that plane up the cliff. Alright, now let's do exit minigame. There we go. Oh no. It doesn't, hang on. So that's because, cancel game. Oh, okay. It's end false. Let's do, game completed on game completed. I don't care. Oh wait, should I... Hang on. I need to, like... If custom games.is connected game completed self Alright, let's see, how does this, so if we do end here, game failed, okay. Oh. Failed, self, game failed. So let's also just have this be like, we're going to do function on game failed. There we go. So this should, hopefully, do all of our work for us. Because now she'll be listening for when we exit the minigame. And yep, it's not showing up there. So then we can, also, does cancel game do the same thing? Let's make sure that that actually does what I need it to do. Okay, yeah. If is active and false. And there was a function here, so let's go to... There should be just customgames.isActive. So that way you can do it from the pause menu or from the reset menu. Alright, so we should make sure... Exit minigame. Okay. So, okay. Now the player can either talk to her, or they can just pause the game, see that there's a little exit minigame. I should probably have a confirmation menu as well. Maybe. I don't care that much. Like, is the player really gonna... Well, I mean, I guess if the player does it for a long time, like up here, they could be pretty mad if they accidentally cancel it. But I don't know how often, like, these... Like, do people even read confirmation menus? I think people are so, like, blinded to them. Like, I don't think there's ever been a time where I've been like, oh, this isn't what I want, when the computer asks if I'm sure. Oh, wait, I don't think it... Do I need, Let's make sure this still works, because this doesn't seem like it's right. Because I think I'm supposed to get a stamina booster here, maybe? No. Okay, now I do. That's pretty noticeable. That's pretty cool. Let's lower the volume slightly. Well, yeah. Down to 30%. As always. I think this is the first time I've used this since the UI rework. Okay. Getting up. Ooh. Okay. Just barely. Just a smidgen left. Let's make sure that this still works. Right. It is kind of janky. Yeah, I can fix that at some point. I'll just make, like, this one the checkpoint or something. Then there's this one. Hopefully players will realize that they have to go a roundabout way. This is pretty fun. This is a nice little side quest, I think. Also, I'll use this for the devlog, because I'm making a little devlog and I needed this footage anyway, to show off the inventory system. Invalid operands, bool, and array. Item? Item. Wait. Oh, okay. Did I not do this? How deranged. Oh no, and I have to do the mini quest again, or the side quest. Or the whole... Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, yeah. This is an unfortunate series of events. Okay, let's just get this plane up this cliff. Also, I need to adjust the writing here because it's going to be... I'm going to say actually that Lily did not place these here. She just found them here. Like these little hooks. And her frail little nerd body is not capable of climbing up here. So she needs you to put the ropes so that way she can just hoist it up. Which is for some reason perfectly safe for her to do. I mean, I can just... Oh. Hang on. Let's bring up 137 as well. No, wait, I think it's actually 138 at this point. So was it because... Something... No, okay. I just laid him out dumb. So yeah, this one should not be a checkpoint. And this one should be a checkpoint. That's simple. And then I think I'll do the same thing here, where this one... Well... Oh, no. Okay, so that one isn't a checkpoint. This one is a checkpoint. And that gives you the stamina. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I think there's a slight bug where when the stamina isn't being updated because you're not, like, climbing, it doesn't change the stamina boosters, I think. Also, I need to profile that UI again, because the last time it said that it was, like, taking, like, 20 milliseconds a frame for those sprites to update, like the UI. So hopefully that wasn't the case. Let's save here so the game doesn't crash. Or if it does crash, I can not make it look bad. Look at how many journal entries we have. Oh, yeah, and I think now it'll, That's so cool. And it practically works. You can get it in chronological order. The video game is like, it's like working. It's like a functional thing that players can use to experience some sort of fictional world. It's crazy. Okay. Attempt to get exit on base null instance. Let's go to the player. Let's go to get dialog. What? Oh wait, no. It's because I needed to go to player. Dialog viewer. Right. Because a billion trillion things have broken. Because now it's like slash dialog slash dialog slash dialog slash dialog slash viewer. Yeah, dialog slash dialog slash viewer. So hopefully the game is saved thanks to the Powerpuff Girls. And maybe I should have a little 3D, the little 3D viewer for the items themselves. I mean, I guess you can just pause and go to your inventory in this menu. I hope against hope that someday I can figure out how to fix that viewport not working properly. Oh, also, the pause button's still defocused here. What was that? Oh, it's because if I press Y, and then press pause, and then unpause... Wait, what? Huh? Oh, maybe it's because... Okay, it's because... It's because I went into the items, and then I paused. And then I went back, then I pressed B. B. I don't get it. Alright, so there's some combination of pause and... Let's just put that in here. Good thing I'm recording everything I do, so I don't have to actually know what I did. I'm the best playtester in the world, I think. But okay. And I should also make it so that the steering wheel is not laughably out of sync with the player's hands. Oh well. This is just nice. What was I doing? I've completely forgotten what I was actually testing with this. Let's make sure... Oh wait, it was the exit minigame functionality. Well, good thing I'm so aggressive about play testing, as in I just keep playing well past the point where I'm actually testing the feature that I do. Because then I found all those other bugs and crashes and things. Such a nice thing. So yeah, I'm going to make... One of the big things I think is going to be... I'm going to make more quests with Lily, and I think what I'm going to do, or at least try, is I'm going to make... When you've completed a side quest for one character, and then a side quest for another character, there's a possibility to make side quests that then like merge the two tracks of characters together so that those two characters interact. And then you like continue both of their plots and then they like split off and do other things like that. Because I think that would be a pretty cool thing that I don't think you see that very often in games. Like they tend to be strictly isolated. But okay, let's see. Nope, that's too steep. All right, let's go back. Oh, there she goes. Oh, yuck, was that? I think that was some jank because of the asynchronous loading. And also I still need to... I forgot to write down here as well. So let's do bugs. And when I was playtesting off stream, for basically gathering footage off stream, I still had issues with the game crashing when you start a new game. Because I fixed one issue where it was actually just my fault because of, like, a setting that wasn't being properly reset. Because it depended on the player. Alright. So now... let's talk to her again. Oh. Something went wrong there. Let's go to the tavern. And I'm skipping through the dialogue because I don't want to spoil too much of it. So there's an error, and I did not see what it was. Let's see if the error's here. Failed to execute global.add note. On call to add note. Oh, it's because they didn't put a plus sign. That's the nice thing about this font that I'm using now, is that the plus signs are gigantic. Though sadly, I think I might have mentioned it, but Sublime doesn't support bolding or italicizing non-monofont text, because basically it would cause it to reflow while, you know, syntax highlighting is activated. You know, because things could get wider or narrower, which would change, like, the line breaks and stuff. Admittedly, I would still prefer if it just did it anyway, but maybe I'll just use some specialized editor, or maybe I'll just deal with it, because I don't need bold that much in my dialogue syntax. Also, I still need to... I should put that down as, like, the next thing that I need to do. I still need to add the... I'm using slashes now for my bold. And I think it... Did I switch to rich text? I think I did. Yeah, I did, because I wanted the what have you. Something or other. Let's put that in the UI. So I need the rich text. At the very least. And I'll either use this or I'll use underscores. It'll be kind of a pain, but... I mean, I guess I could do... No, I couldn't do BB font. Or the BB code, whatever it uses. One, because I don't actually think it works. Like, I genuinely have no... Because I remember one time I tried using it. Because it's basically like, it's square brackets, and then it's like an HTML tag inside of it, essentially. And it just kind of didn't work. Like, it just showed up anyway. Anyway, what am I doing now? I have stamina boosters. We have our things. Okay, we have our notes. Failed to execute general time. Good, true, Tyrus. What does that mean? So that is in dialog viewer. Failed to execute general time. Oh, I know why. For some reason, I forgot the parentheses there. The door, well, the door does not open because there is no door, so let's just say... So Lily should come up to the thing here. Okay, cool stuff. Until next time. So Lily has disappeared forever. And then she will eventually be in here once the player, like, reloads or something. So this is, like, the little house. And so I'm trying to strike a balance here between, like, cozy and also, like, poor. Because, like, originally this was, like, a place for, like, one family, and it's like, that's too much space for these people. And, like, in here, it's like, because, like, that's, like, that would be, like, middle-class, like, American household size. So, yeah, I think this size for, like, 2 families is much more reasonable. Because they don't, like, they sleep in their homes. They don't, like, spend all their time in their homes. And then I'll make this a bit denser, so that way it's more clear that it's, like, a fancy old ancient place. Also, eventually I need to put all the collisions for the door, or walls. Let's put that in my 137 deadline. So that'll be Strange Girl. Put the collisions for environments. Texture the texture. Okay. So is that... So code dial... Oh yeah, I'm going to do this one, because that's a bug. So code should not exit dialog if the player was in dialog when they pressed it. That'll be kind of tricky. Are there any NPCs in... Oh yeah, there are. Let's go to code. Or let's go to back. What did I do? There's quite a few of these. Okay, let's go through one at a time. I didn't even do this correctly in the first place anyway. Like, yeah, like all of these need at least a back here. And I think the issue is that I do go to instead of subtopic. Oh wait, I need to make sure. Yeah. Because I don't want the player to do this and then unintentionally exit if they were talking about something important, like if they interrupt their dialogue. It should just resume where they were talking. Oh, right here I need to do, eventually I can do entered from and exited from. And like the main and based on the main speaker, I can choose a different one. Okay. Let's close tabs to the right. No. No. Oh wait, god damn it. I meant to not delete those. Whatever. Those were basically just random notes for puzzles, and also I had a funny idea for an if there's an MMO that has like the seasonal events where they do the Christmas decorations or whatever, it would be funny if some NPCs did not take down their Christmas decorations for like months at a time. Or like they had Halloween decorations that got like where the pumpkins get all rotten and stuff like that. This one, let's just go back. How close am I? I guess I'm getting there. Do I even need this? I think it just falls through. Also, I should have at some point had like the ability to import dialogue from a different file because most of these are going to be duplicates. Because I basically just took the placeholder coat dialogue, which is what all NPCs have if they don't have any special dialogue, and I just copy and pasted the coat section. And I added like some like unique dialogue for some of them. I actually didn't need to do that, because I'm going to delete that one anyway. There we go. So this is one that's unique. And I should implement that quest soon. Because the quest that I'm currently working on is one that I started a very long time ago. Like, I bet it was back in 2022 now. But I'm finally getting around to actually implementing, because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with it, but now I've figured out, like, it's gonna go wild and crazy. Because it was originally intending to be sort of a Resident Evil thing, where you're stuck in a house. And you have to solve crazy puzzles, but I didn't know how to go with that. But now I've actually done some interesting stuff, sort of. What happened to this one? Ah. In fact, let's make this one look nice. Is this... Oh, I don't think this is even part of the game anymore. Also, I still need my deadline stuff to do. And honestly, I keep harping on about it, but I am... For some reason, it's oddly comforting to have a deadline that I'm just gonna stick to. Like, I have no obligation to make the game good. I just have an obligation to make it, like, work, and then release it at that point, because it's still a work-in-progress demo. So I don't need to worry about, like, making it perfect. But having that still puts just enough pressure that, you know, I'm still thinking of things like, okay, what are the things I need to make it playable? You know, there's missing sound effects, there's balance issues, there's bugs. So I should prioritize those before the other things. Inventory. That's important. Okay. So let's see. I'll just add all of them. And mini game improvements. Okay, at some point I'll need to actually properly playtest that the trading of the dialogue or trading codes work. So let's save here. Then I can see if it actually... Oh. Let's trade codes. Damn it. Codes. Trade. So it's trade codes, I think. Mention code. Current item equals code item. No, okay. So this was the issue. Can I do a subtopic? Or dialogue item. How do I do this? So it should be like special. So find item is not quite accurate. Okay, so what I want to do guess I just do call stack.pushback, so let's go to coat. Coat item dialog item equals find item coat. So that way I can do, like, if we go to one of these, not that. We go to this here. I can do coat if some condition. And that's my new powerful thing. Does this do what I want though? Okay, that does give me a dialogue item. If coat item, mention coat. Then we'll do call stack. So the actual thing that was missing though was this. Push back. Do I push back? I guess I push back. And then I think with go to now, yeah, okay, I actually do that. Okay, so that was the missing feature. Because that would have caused it to not properly, like, call it as a function. So yeah, now I can do... Didn't implement it yet. Yeah, there we go. Ta-da. And someday I need, like, better textures out here. Well, I guess the whole game could use a big, like, texture rework. Maybe that's what I'll do for just, like, one release will just be only, like, textures and models and things like that. But that'd probably be a bit later in the game. But okay. Now the coats should all work. Then health pickups for enemies. How do I want to do this? Let's just do like a item pickup. So it'll actually not be an item pickup, I guess. Because items are things that go in your inventory forever. Where a health pickup, it just well, I guess I can keep it like this. And I can just do like... let's just do it in a nasty way. So this will be... Because I need everything else here except for... where is it? Has node. Has node. Also, I did such a screwed up thing here. Actually, couldn't I just make it automatically start? Oh well. Process player distance on pickup timer timeout. Gravity stun pick. Okay, here it is finally. On area body entered. If not pseudo item. So a pseudo item will not be picked. and also this. Let's just, yeah, if not all of this stuff. So then we can do and let's do function add health. Oh wait, hang on. Does pick, okay, pick needs to actually do actually, I can just pick. Okay. That handles all of that, I think. Let's make sure. Yeah, okay. So that's an internal function. So that means that now it'll still delete it, but it won't emit the signals and update the stats and all that stuff. Because that's all from here. Actually, and does this... Oh, I guess this does need to be here. Because pick is also done from the other stuff. Alright. Good enough. Add health. And then set. So how do I do this? I think that's fine. And now we can do, like, enemy. Export floats 0.0, 1.0. Bar drops health. What color is my health? It's red? Right. So let's do, this will be to a 32 by 32. And it'll be a gradient, radial, with okay. That seems good enough. So this is now project assets. No, project. Material, particles. I'll just call it like a little dot. Because what I'm going to do is new instanced scene or inherited scene. It'll be a multi-mesh instance. No, multi-mesh component. With a little quad. Material. Do I have like a particle thing? Yeah, I have particle. Wait. Does that... I guess that doesn't work here. No, that's a spatial. Okay, let's make a new shader material. Oh, it's because I just remembered why that doesn't work. That's because, whatever that does. Let's just go to my little particle thing. What the hell is that? Dots? Does this work? Do I see this at all? Maybe it's because it's, maybe it's because it's one of these. I mean, it looks correct. Let's do, like, health pickup. And we'll give you 10 health. It'll be a pseudo item. And it'll, I guess, have gravity? Because they're spawned from the enemies. That'll be our enemy body, wherever that is. So where is that? So there's something like a pity timer, I think it was called. Bar, health scene. Okay, so if drops health greater than 0, and then we'll do drop item health scene.instance. Do I need... I guess I'll keep it random there. Why not? Let's see what drop item does. So I'm gonna also... Wait, they don't have velocity, do they? Let's do like a radius. Would be 2 times this plus, no, minus 111. Oh, wait. Okay, so now it's a random thing that goes from 0 to 1, then radius times random offset. Actually, there we go. And I think it also needs to I also need to make sure that it doesn't spawn below things, though. Like below the ground. Let's do if radius greater than 0. So this will be like target equals that, and then we'll do like hi, welcome to the stream. I'm doing the exciting work of spawning an item at some random distance away from the enemy. Well, actually, and now that I've gone through all this work, I'm just not going to do it for now. I'll just put that in like tweaks. So that's just an aesthetic thing, but it'll be kind of complicated to do. So let's go to aesthetics, tweaks and details. Put random offset on items spawned by enemies. / velocity. Because ideally, it would like spray out. Okay, let's just change this to like a mesh instance for now. There we go. Wait, why did this not work though? It's weird. So this should not repeat. Let's see. Yeah, I tried 4 for a different project, and that works decently well. Let's see, I actually need this to be... Let's do like... let's make a background here, so it's pretty clear that I need to... Oh. Can I make this... There we go. I think that does what I... Does that not do what I want? Ah, okay. That does what I want. If I do this, and then I do this. There we go. Now that works properly, and I can scale this to, that. And I'll do raw. Let's crank up the red a little bit. Is this... Wait, do I just do like regular PBR with these? Weird. So I apparently don't use my subsurface scattering here. And apparently, I haven't quite figured out what the deal is with these ones. Because I should be getting a bright red here. I'm just not. What if I did color? Do I put it here? I don't get it. But I will add a new loop here, because I need this. This is going to be a little floating health pickup particle. And I might actually want magnetism so they float toward the player. So what's the animation that I need here? Oh, I guess it doesn't... Okay. So I guess it automatically starts. It's just it seeks to a random position inside of it. So I can use whatever animation name I want. Alright, so let's make this like do like 3 seconds. It'll just be... Go from like here... to like... here. Like there. I'm gonna loop this. We'll make it cubic. Let's make this one go up a little bit more. Yeah, that's good enough. All I need to figure out now is why does the multiplication not work? So let's change this type back to multi-mesh component. Oh wait, maybe it is. Hang on. Does this? No, that doesn't do what I want. Let's just get that back. So what if I did like just like okay, so that works. But this does not work. And this does not work. So it's our color here. Oh, I know what it is. Because I need that albedo. Because that's the vertex color. There we go. Hey, what's up with this thing? Did I mess this up? No, I think now it's just weird because of this. Let's do a little bit of raw. There we go. And let's add an omni light onto this, a very subtle one. It'll be a similar color, like this pinkish blue. Okay. So now, if I kill an enemy, or at least enough enemies, I should be able to get these health pickups. So let's do rapid start. Let's teleport to, like, is 101 where a bunch of enemies are? I have no idea where the enemies are. So I know there's a bunch over this way. Oh, thank you. Admittedly, me no clipping through the whole place isn't going to do a good demo. But I put a lot of work into it, so hopefully it looks cool. Let's just go storm this place and see if I get any health pickups. Oh wait, I just realized there might not be... Oh wait, no, there is a default. I put it at 0.25. Let's see if this debugger will hit it. So I'm just going to do... Actually, I wonder if I can do global.health pickup pity. What's it called? Health drop pity. Okay. So, alright, that's a little counter that's going up, and once that hits 1, I'll get a health pickup. Wait, I think I got one. Oh yeah, I got a health pickup. They don't really... Oh, it's because they all spawn in the same location still. It'll be useful to fix that. Yeah, it's been really nice. I think if I were developing the game again, I think it would be one of the first things I do, because I didn't have it for, like, the first several months of development, so there's a bunch of testing that wound up just being really tedious. Now it just uses Godot script's built-in expression system, so I can just, like, write any code that I want. And as long as it's, like, compilable, it'll do anything. It seems like all of these guys... Hang on. Now all of them are giving me health pickups. Ah. Thanks, yeah. It could give players a little more power than would be typical of a thing, since you can just straight up crash the game probably by, like, delete... Actually, I wonder if you can delete the player. There are some limitations. Okay. You can crash the game by deleting the player through that. But yeah, it's been pretty handy. Because I can also do things like, even, like, modify the, like, internal game state to make characters think that, like, we've never talked before and stuff like that. So I can quickly reset stuff that used to be only done by, like, me having to make the entire... or, like, start a new game. Oh. Uh-oh. And that's a bug that I've been having happen. There's sometimes random crashes, so do I still have that on my bug list? Crashing on sleep, multi-rated... Yeah. Handled exception. Yeah, so that's somewhere in the guts of Godot. When it's deleting an object, disconnecting a signal, erasing items from the hash map of the signal itself, and, like, deleting that element. For some reason, sometimes the entire hash map will be deleted and stuff like that. It's something to do with Godot's multi-threaded rendering that I'll have to figure out eventually. I mean, I guess what I could do, even... Let's do... Do I have a gun? No, I don't. But okay, I got my little health pickup, so that's good enough for me. For this to-do item. And what's next today? Water, footsteps, sands... So I can do these two. I'll have to actually record the audio for this one. See, and then after that... Yeah, let's see if I can integrate these. So let's like teleport to 13. I think there's water in here. Actually, 85 is a better place. And eventually I need a more better grass system, because these stand out a little too much. I want them to blend in a bit better, and also like have wind and stuff on them. But I guess this was an okay first attempt. Where'd he go? There you go. Eventually, some of these guys are going to have to be turned back to kinematic bodies. Let's see. So let's save right here. This will give me, because I'm going to add little footsteps, because I have some little splishy splash footsteps for like this depth, and then like actual like walking into water sounds. What are these? What am I exporting here? Animation not found dot. Oh, I know. It's because this doesn't auto start. Okay, let's get the player. And we also need base mesh. Where should these be? I guess they'll be here. Well, because I also have the bumps. So I guess let's do like shallow, water deep. What do I want to do with this? Let's just have like where's my water? It's on the player. Let's add an audio stream player 3D. So this will be for water steps. Let's do like 2 of them. Step 1 and water step 2, and then var water. So we have like, yeah, I'll see how these sound. And then we have puddle, which are like that. I think this will be like my other ones, not super positional. So these will be like, let's do like -10. Into my SFX player soundtrack, or track. Max dB will be like 0. Unit size will be like 5. So I guess I'll do that. Hi, welcome to the stream. Let's do array equals deep water sounds if deep, else shallow. Water sounds. And this will be a modulo and be rand range 0, no, I. How does this work? Yeah, I guess that's good enough. So to stop. Okay. So this way I could also just duplicate these if I wanted more and more water audio players. Oh yeah, I also need to do p dot global transform dot origin equals position. And this, so and then in base mesh, I need to check if the player is in water whenever the animator is running. So it'll be like step. Water depth greater than player dot. I guess greater than like 0. I guess it'll be if player dot water depth is greater than player dot water, no, depth wade. I guess 0 is the correct thing here, because it should be. They should cast, yeah, cast right to the player's feet. Okay, I guess I can just return here. Because it won't play the regular footsteps otherwise. And then instead of having this position, I'll just do the, let's just do like get cast, or get collision point. I guess that's right. Okay, let's see if this works. I think it should right now. And hopefully it won't, like, be too loud. Well, it's certainly loud. But thankfully not, like, painful. All right, let's do, like, -20. Oh, and we can also, we need to pitch the scale randomly. So, p.speed. Pitch scale equals rand f. 0.9, 1.2. It almost works. For some, and there's also, oh, okay, that's because there's an enemy inside this, or shooting through this rock. Good, they're infighting. Okay, but let's make sure that I understand this. So, the issue is I'm not getting some deep water sounds beyond the first one. Oh, I know why. It's because the waiting doesn't have footsteps associated with it. So let's save and quit. Let's go to the base mesh. So that's because my animations aren't synced up. So I guess I'll not have that active. Let's go to my, how does run work? So we have our run loop. Where are the places where all of these go? Also, why did this go back to this? Okay, so we have it at 0.08 and 0.32. Let's go to the waiting loop. So these would be timed differently because they're not about when you actually hit your foot. They're about this foot moving through the water. So let's insert step. Whatever that is. I've forgotten what the arguments mean, but that's okay. So I think right here. Let's go back to script. Okay, so this one being really, so this one is the right foot. The other one's the left foot. That won't matter for now, but if I ever do want to distinguish between the left and right feet in this sound. Oh, right. There we go. So now I have that, and then I should have... doesn't sound quite right. Why is that? Ah, I see. Because there's actually two. Shoot. Let's do like one. Or like a little bit after. Let's see if that works, maybe. Once we've enabled our tree. I also need to fix that. I keep mentioning, but I broke the remote debug, or the remote like editing feature somehow. They're they're not super good. I mean, I guess what I should do, for now at least, is I should dramatically lower the volume when it's a deep... how do I do that, actually? I mean, I guess what I could do is just go into Audacity and make those water sounds less, Yeah, I'll have to work on that. Oh, yeah, now they're gonna get into their exciting, Oh. I forgot, they're straight up invisible when they're in front of water. I should probably fix that at some point. That's good enough for now, I guess. Environment tween was not added to the scene tree. I'll figure out that eventually. But let's just do... So, watercast, bumps. So what I need is default sound effects, so... If not, surf equals rock. If not, impact in surf impact equals I think footsteps is guaranteed. Let's do impact light. So now these should always work, no matter what. Not quite. Oh wait, these are the impact particles. Okay, actually, that one's fine like that. So if not impact in sounds, sir. Or not impact in audio players. So these are the ones that I'm more concerned with, the actual, like, sounds. So now, by default, it'll be the rock. Maybe? I guess not. Audio players. Impact.footstep, impact.impact light. Invalid get index 1. On base dictionary. So that means that the sounds of this surface do not have index 1, but they do. So, yeah, because it's 0 and then 1. And then that should be... So if rock is 0... No, it's not. Oh. Okay, I see. That's because that's there. Okay. So this should be that, then. Because, yeah, I was just doing it wrong. Because the surface existed, the impacts for that surface did not. So it should default to rock whenever that happens. So yeah, now there's always footsteps. no matter what surface it is, even if I haven't actually set it up properly yet. The particles aren't quite correct, though. These health pickups are useful, because now I actually, like... Well, maybe I should make them a bit rarer. Oh wait, no ammo. Oh no. I opened the box at the wrong time. Hang on. I know what I need. Let's go back to chunk 85 here. So, because while I'm here, I might as well fix that issue. Also, do these do anything anymore? These were for, I'll leave those be for now. There used to be a cave attached to this chunk, but now it's in a separate chunk. And these were all for that. But okay, what I want, if we go here, there's random things in here. So I think 2 of these. Will be our wave shot ammo. Is this the right one? No. There we go. Yeah, that's the right answer. That was an interesting bug. That's a new one. Was that from the ledge grab? Let's do... I probably just need like a low pass filter over those waiting textures, or those waiting sounds. Because they sound not... Well, I guess it's probably because I need another layer of like really deep sounds. Because once the player's legs are completely submerged, they should be a lot quieter. Aha. Interesting. Invalid index global transform on base previously freed instance. What on earth does that mean? Okay, so I think... Is this thing scaled? Is the first question. Not here. Not here. Aha. Okay. I'm starting to see through the madness here. So for some reason there's a bug where if I touch, or I guess probably intersect with something that's like that. Oh yeah, this is my cool image. But let's go to desktop. What is it? The project, I'm assuming? No, I know, it's the assets. Environment copper. Let's move. I like that these are actually here now. Like, this is a new thing. I don't even think I updated my Blender to get this, did I? Not manually, at least. Do they have automatic updates now? Okay, let's move both of these to copper. Actually, while I'm here... Wait, that's not... All of these are copper. That's not. I don't think that works. Okay. Nope, not quite right. Scale. Also, I forgot that these export to the wrong place. Whatever. Let's go to project. Environment. Wait, and also placeholder. E1605 project GLB environment copper. So that large one exported to the right place, but I need this one. Yeah, you can see it's new there. Wait, no, it's not. Wait, yes? Wait, what? What am I looking at here? These export files are new. Oh, wait, okay. No, I have no idea what happened. Hang on. Where is this exporting? Is it exporting to the wrong place? I don't understand it. Because the creation time is still... Oh, what? Is that what happened? I'm a maniac. I'm going insane. Also, it's crazy how these things are like 3 years, or like a year old now. Okay, there we go. Now I can go back to the desktop. Because I have 3 different versions of this on each hard drive. Okay, and this one's also new. Now let's see it working and not crashing the game. Because I think there was I think it was some unrelated issue that was causing the crash. What was actually happening was, I think I was being ejected with like infinite velocity. Also, the frame rate is all weird. Okay. But let's make sure. Ta-da. Why is the frame rate so weird? Like, the game is actually running slower, which is very rare. There we go. Okay, now the health pickups seem reasonably rare. Okay. What was I fixing? That was just some random bug. So we have placeholder footsteps. Then I'll need sand footsteps, like metal footsteps. Actually, these should be in, like, sound. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. So I'll be streaming tomorrow and then Sunday. Let's see, I'm gonna put on my to-do list also. Bugs. Footstep goes sometimes. Something off with that. I think that's because of my... Oh. Now they've just decided to stop working. Probably to do with the code that I changed in the engine itself, which, I mean, it certainly improved the performance of them. Wait, I just realized I'm not getting footsteps either. Like, the sounds are also broken. I'll probably fix some of these tomorrow. But I guess that'll be it for today, because it's about 8:30 here. But it's nice to be back. Let's see, I'll be back tomorrow for more exciting adventures, probably more bug fixes. And then, I don't know, pretty soon I'll have a side quest that's ready to show off, and that'll be pretty fun. But tune in. See you then.